casters for event, but as drafting coaches.
You know, some teams have the coaches and the statisticians, but I don't think Fnatic really has that support team. And maybe it hurts them in a game like that. They went on to lose.
Mushi my services for future events, majors, whatever it may be.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Mushi's your boy after all. So.
We just make fun of each other for being fat these days. So, like, as soon as he saw me, he just like pointed at my stomach and laughed. And then I gave him a little tummy rub in the elevator the other day. Like, that's the extent of our communication right now.
Just rubbing each other's bellies. Okay, well, just Dota 2 things. All right, let's get into it, folks. IG versus Na'Vi, a rematch of the International 2 Grand Finals. Both teams and many of these players have had a long journey since then. None of them, I'm just double checking the names. Yeah, none of them have won an international since TI2. And in the case of Na'Vi, it's been even longer, gods, although they've made quite a few appearances since then. So Chuan will be playing your support roaming bounty hunter. Luo going to be on the offlane brood. 430 used to be known for his brood, actually, back at that TI2 event. He's on the storm going mid, burning the gyrocopter safe lane, and Faith the disruptor. As for Na'Vi, Artstyle will be the CM. Dendi on the Queen of Pain, Havost, the safe lane Bloodseeker, Saniko, really the man of the hour for Na'Vi, and one of the only reasons they've even been able to get a couple of the wins this tournament that they've put together on the Naga Siren. Maybe he'll end up being the carry, but for now as a support, leaves Funnick as the offlane center.
Yeah, early Dire Ward in the enemy jungle gets Rune Vision, blocks this big camp, which a Crystal Maiden likes to maybe take for a fast level 2 using Frostbite. So I like the early movement from Chuan on the Bounty Hunter. He's completely scattered out kind of what Na'Vi are doing here early on. And also, we'll be looking for that courier snipe. He knows Dendi got the Rune, and Dendi's bringing a Mantle out. Oh, no!
Soniko's going to ferry it, it looks like.
He drew aggro of the creeps as well. I don't know what happened there. I think Chuan...
Did he run in tower range?
He re-shadow walked in a bad place, I think. And yeah, I don't know.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Soniko was coming to ferry it out. This is the de facto move nowadays where you just get the free bottle service, or in this case, the mantle service.
Yep. So Sentry on both sides. Chuan has won, Dendi has won. And we'll see that Sentry Ward battle go down in the mid lane.
Dendi on the low ground here. That is not a trade he wants to be making with Storm, especially not when Storm is 6 armor, Quap is 2. Alrighty, Dendi showing through his regen and not having the best start in this lane. What are our other lanes looking like? It's Luo on the Brood in the off lane. Up against the Bloodseeker, not a hero he can really punish much. Always able to keep his HP high. Should be a pretty good lane for Avos. But for Luo, unlikely to die here unless they bring in more support. The Na'Vi offlane. Got the Gyrocopter Disruptor combo. A lot of kill potential here.
Yeah, I'm a little worried for how Havos is going to do. Once Luo gets levels and builds up a big Spiderling army, as much as Havos can sustain himself in lane, all it takes is to get maybe 8 to 12 Spiderlings, and suddenly, if Havos like Blood Rages himself, gets a big Spiderling plop on himself, he's done for. Chuan also.
I'm watching Artstyle here. The double Shadow Walk damage is going to come out. No Janata just yet, though. Oh, he's not going to bother using it. He's going to force Artstyle home. He did leech some of that experience, I believe.
Artstyle's going to. I think he's going to actually go for the big camp here. He's going to get greedy. He wants
risky. Yeah, but he might get away with it.
Exactly. If you're Chuan, you could maybe expect this greed and check it out. But Chuan's going to check he wants the 2-minute route, so he may head here right after getting this, but it's going to come down to how good his spider senses are.
Oh, a haste. And he's off to the races. Then he could easily die to this. 430, putting the hurt on him. They can tower dive this and really commit, but oh, Dendi. That's the new Blink coming into play for Queen of Pain, and I think Chuan did get revealed there. So back off, he runs back in. Blink on cooldown for 5, but it's enough time.
They de-sentry mid, and Chuan coming back in will just casual harass on a Dendi. Just wants to shoot through some of his
This lane is so over for Dendi, though, as far as control goes. I mean, even before Chuan came in.
Not going bottle, he's going wand, mantle, getting more HP regen. Just deciding the jump to bottle is going to be too much of a struggle. Like, he'll get out-farmed too badly in CS if he tries to go for a bottle, considering there's a bounty hunter in lane. But I kind of agree with this, but it's still kind of just a sign of the state that this lane is not going well.
Exactly, and he's kind of forced into it because of that early trade.
CM bottom, by the way, taking a lot of damage from Spiderlings.
Uh-oh. Well, only level 4, but even the level 2 Spiderlings do pack a punch.
Yeah, if he had a web there, he could have got that kill by putting another web down.
Doesn't have the mana for you. Still needs to farm up the Soul Rain, and sub 11 CS here, so doing a pretty good job. But yeah, I mean, this mid lane, as soon as he traded with 430 and gave up like over half his health, not even getting the last hit for it, it was it kind of forced him into the defensive posture. Suniko top lane is engaged upon. Rocket Barrage, heavy work done there. They already used the kinetic field, but they are the Thunderstrike, and they'll get the kill. Last auto tech going to Faith, and IG get on the board here, 81-0.
It's an early first blood, and here comes Chuan towards bottom. He's used his last Shadow Walk as far as his mana pool's concerned, but this is
Radiant team is double sentry around, but they don't have an obs around the tree line. They don't know Chuan's here yet.
They pinged him, actually. I think they know, but
they shouldn't. There's vision.
Must have just gone like too close. It's daytime, so you can sometimes like see through the some gaps. But
they just sneak around the tower and backstab art style under it.
Just brood things. Like, he's got a lot of spider links now. He's
Chuan just walks up. My work's done here, you know.
Yeah,
not sure what my job was, but I did
experience. That was the job.
He didn't even get level 2 though. He didn't even do a good job of that. But that's okay. Luo's got him covered, and now level 5. Even if he can't kill a Vost, he could definitely keep the pressure up on the stack.
Navi brings CM towards top. They want to get a kill here on Gyro, I imagine. Gyro just brought out clarity, which was important because he was completely out of mana. Didn't have any rocket barrages available, which is important offensively and defensively to have this spell. CM gets revealed.
Gonna do a bit of dewarding.
Here comes Chuan.
Oh, backing off now, heading towards mid. He is low on mana here.
Yeah,
May just want to go home, get his boots.
He's not had mana for a long time.
Pick up a clarity, then get back on the field.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to stack, it looks like, for burning whoever. Maybe
the dive onto Havost. It's a level 6 Broodmother already, courtesy of the CM kill, and it's going to allow for a potential kill on Havost. They get it. Now Luo into the trees. The stomp missing. It's a double TP rotation that gets nothing.
Ooh.
Oh, that's costly. They do farm up all the spiderlings, but well worth it for the Vost kill. Meanwhile, top lane, looking at art style, already used his frostbite on the run, and Burning's just going to completely blow him up. Rockets pounding into that CM's rear, and down she goes.
A double TP from Centaur and Naga roll here is like, who can actually TP and save him? And there's no one the map who really can unless they TP, like being able to get there maybe a second sooner. But that completely opened up that top lane for easy kills, and these lanes have fallen apart for Navi.
They're losing all 3 lanes, it looks like, at this point.
Yeah.
In terms of CS, Navi on top, but this is a bit deceptive. Funnick just got like 10 spider lanes, I think, so.
Yes.
His creep score not actually as good as it looks. You can see he's not even the most farmed on his team, and all the mid lanes close to even, but 430's gone for the more economic build and hasn't picked up as much in the way of regen and has been controlling the runes, not losing early to Quap.
All 3 Dire cores are out farming their Radiant counterparts. Like looking at the net worth, it's all Dire, and the supports is the big story because Radiant supports are forced to buy sentries, dust, deal with a bounty hunter, to deal with a brood. The Dire side, it's like you get a set of sentries to maybe help the mid lane bounty hunter, but there's so much more room for them to just get their early boots, wands, and whatever else.
And this duo is just so nice to have. The Brood and the Bounty. The Bounty able to get in deep and place observers. And because you have the Brood, you've got to spend the sentries on the lane, which means you don't have sentries to deward the deep jungle vision that IG has acquired. And the end result is basically impervious to ganks Broodmother.
Yeah. Art style just going to kind of fall back to the jungle and just abandon some of these lanes here.
Radiant's top tower is
Navi
under attack.
Kind of tri-laning with their two cores, their safe laner and their off laner, as well as their farming support.
When you put it that way, it's just downright terrible for them.
Yeah, this really is. Their lanes have fallen apart. Deadly TPs to the off lane, which is an interesting move. It suggests he wants to open up mid to someone else, or he feels like if he stays mid, he's going down, which is quite possible considering there is a haste rune on 430.
They're having a rough time of it here early on. Chuan swinging through the mid lane. He gets eyes on Artstyle, wants to make the jump. And 430 is level 6 with a haste rune. This is an easy takedown. Maybe worried about a +1 in the neighborhood, but there's nobody there. There's actually 3 bottom. They're going to dust Luo, but he just runs away. They couldn't get off the Rupture during this time, and they may rotate themselves down here. A quick Thunderstrike coming out. Burning also moving in, playing a bit of aggressive style Dota. They'll find Amos. The glimpse back catches him. Then, well, despite the Blood Rage, or the Rupture, maybe going down anyway. Do they have the vision they need while that was happening? The Centaur gets cut up on the backside. It's 430 with the drive-by, and they do finish off Amos. So it ends up being all 3 dead in the end.
Tower is under attack.
Just a train wreck here bottom, and nothing really happening top. Chuan's already back to get the experience.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, Archstyle's the one that lives. That's nice. They were going to make the go on him, but they find the much sweeter cores instead.
Yeah. We talked about this being a TI2 Grand Finals rematch. The first time these teams met in the playoffs of the TI2 winner bracket final, IG stomped them. It was like 18 kills to 0. This is very reminiscent of that game. Na'Vi did win that best of 3, but game 1 was about as ugly as it gets, and this is exactly how this game has started. There isn't really an easy turnaround. Bloodseeker's not a good play from behind hero. You need to be ahead, having heroes that can dish out a lot of damage, take advantage of your thirst, but when you're the ones getting jumped on, you never really get to use those thirst stacks to your advantage because IG are just staying very healthy and never really putting themselves in harm's way.
I'm a little worried about the control here for 430. How are Na'Vi going to lock him down? Funnick, Blink's still quite a ways off. Rupture won't help you. You can just ball lightning out of it. They don't have a silence or a reliable disable coming from their support, so it falls to Havos with the blood right. They're easy one to dodge if you see it coming from 430. Already making aggressive moves in. Just get it there, a zap there.
Free scouting info with the regen. Really nice play there because it's like the ideal place for a Radiant hero to be hiding, so just balls in, isn't using up any mana whatsoever.
The one man who is finding his farm is Dendy. They've left him on the top lane. He's got kill potential on Chuan if he sees him, but Chuan's just hugging this tower, getting his experience. And all the while, it's occupy mid lane for IG. Quad lane mid, and Na'Vi just forced to let it go. They can't fight this
Wedge making a line from bottom lane to mid lane, and this suggests Lua wants to be very active. He doesn't just want to farm the Radiant jungle and play an economy game. Hasn't gone for the Midas Rush, upgraded to treads. We often see the medallion pick up now, like a medallion Deso or a medallion BKB.
They've committed on the Bernie, but they take the full call down. The second ultimate bounce coming in, and now Havos in danger. The rotation comes through from IG. It's Havos down as well, a 2-for-1 special. IG's way again, and now they've got track. That's suddenly a level 6 bounty hunter. Compare that to the supports of Na'Vi. Both IG supports a full 1 to 2 levels up. They're looking good here, gods.
Yeah. And they're not done here. Chuan gonna find Artstyle. Maybe it's actually Na'Vi on top. Unfortunately, Artstyle has no real follow-up damage. He's not level 6 yet, and Chuan will just back off. 1,600 gold after that fight in the top lane for Chuan. Probably see an Arcane Boots pick up and just to give his team some mana sustain as well as just kind of keep the track spam going.
Brit and Artstyle and Dendy together here. Stampede forward. That's a big way to go. Just for Faith, you can just glimpse Dendy back, and he's gone. It's up to Artstyle to continue the chase, but the Static Storm, Kinetic Field gets deployed. Artstyle may end up going down. He's been left for himself, and he will fall.
That was a clutch
Faith
play.
1v2ing and coming out the victor.
That was so close. CM was about to frostbite and just kill him off, and Faith knew it's like, okay, he got the Nova, which means he can walk in range, and
it's so ugly right now for Na'Vi. Yeah. You look for the silver lining, and you just ask, where is it? There's no Midas on Havos. The Naga of Suniko can't play that carry role when he's not given space. And
the Centaur's
not even a blink. There's nothing but darkness here right now. IG, literally and figuratively, they've got all the vision and all the control. And they are just laying into Na'Vi, taking out some of the rage, perhaps, from the way days 1 through 3 went for this squad.
Yeah, and I mean, looking forward to the main event. If you're IG, you just want to put yourself in the best possible position to get a good matchup in your low bracket round 1 match, and just winning some games, getting your team a boost in morale, because this is a very, to me, momentum-based team. Chuan kind of the emotional leader of this team, and if IG are doing poorly, it will be reflected.
He did not get off the blood right here. Tries to drop the Rupture, not going to matter. He ends up going down. Faith will get silenced, but that is a 2-hero track. As Artstyle rotates in, can Dendy clean up? One, that's one. But 433 engaged. He's still got the double damage ring going in. It's going to be Dendy who falls as well. Artstyle may well be next. The slow, the glimpse, they're ready. 3-4 lined up and slaughtered. 430 collecting his bounty.
Yeah, for Dendy, it's like he has to commit an aggressive blink and basically suicides to kill a bounty hunter, which it's not going to be worth it at all. It just helps IG get more control, another kill onto Dendy, another tower, and just more problems in Na'Vi.
He's racing around the map now, 2,300 gold, topping the charts. Ferrari 430, we used to see this every game from this guy. You look back at IG after the International 4, and it was the 430 show. Oftentimes, he'd be the only farmed hero, single-handedly out carrying the entire enemy team, and Those days have passed, at least as far as the meta game and the way the teams are playing, but they're still finding their kills for him.
You want to play that?
Quad lane bottom says no. Funny tries to run away. He's tracked. Nowhere to run. Another kill. That's a track kill as well. Mega kill streak indeed.
He had 2K gold as well. He was so close.
Well, they got Havosa move speed. That's a small victory. But it's small.
You found the silver lining.
They've already TP'd over.
Yeah.
I'm trying, man.
No.
I really am trying here. But there's little good for the Na'Vi fans to look towards.
Burning is not hitting creeps. Burning is not farmed at all. That is, I mean, kind of good news. But when you're looking at a Storm and Brood who are doing this well, yeah. He drops a cooldown and TP's out. He's actually feeling like he was worried that Na'Vi have committed like 3 or 4 heroes top, and also knows that his team will not back them up. So they're going for Roshan. Just 40 minutes in the game, IG already in the pit. And it is the Medallion Brood build, so Luo treads Medallion, and the Deso BKB seems to be pretty popular as well now on the Brood. I think this kind of fighting combat style, especially against Bloodseeker, matches up really nicely.
Bloodseeker cannot man fight the Brood. Absolutely not. When you apply that mischance, if you're even on farm like this, and he's got the ultimate going, he just wins the man fight. And he's like doing the whole time. Not to mention the bonus damage, whereas the Bloodseeker, no heal until he gets the kill.
And by the time Bloodseeker has something like a BKB to try and deal with it, that's when Brood has like a Deso or something. It's like, well, yeah, maybe mischance isn't applying, but I'm going to win the man fight because I've got a damage item and you've got a defensive item that's just stopping my path.
On the rotation, 430 TP's in, give him an Aegis, and pretty much a Bloodstone. We're only 15 minutes in. He's going to bait with an illusion here. Stendy fall for it. He's really microing this nicely. Not sure if they even saw the illusion rune get picked up. In fact, they've got 4 heroes here, but even if they think it's real, they're afraid.
Yeah, I think they realize that the Centaur blink's quite likely up, so it's like, let's get this bait going. Oh, he's missed the last hit or 2 with it, so now it's kind of obvious that it's not really doing much damage here, this illusion.
Good timing for IG to chill and farm. Bloodstone online, and I think we'll probably see IG angling for a fight here.
Yeah, why not? They can play the farm game, but there's no real need to. They're much better off applying pressure to Na'Vi, trying to keep control of this Radiant jungle. Na'Vi right now have a ton of vision. They have 5 observer wards up on the map, as well as a large number of sentries to try and deal with the bounty hunter.
Oh, they got the spider lane. That's delicious. Funnick. Happy about that one.
It's something.
Still tough to keep up with track gold.
Yep. This is where IG just want to probably pick up a gem as early as possible, give it to the Storm, and just have Storm run around, de-ward, take towers, take whatever kills he can find.
Radiant's top
They want to smoke up.
Attack.
3 heroes group. There's the smoke. Where did
Dire's
they make their move? They didn't see Luo.
Not smoking with Centaur to me seems odd.
I guess they can use the Stampede remotely, but they're just going to run right in, almost in range of Luo. No actual vision on him, but they see a couple spiderlings moving towards him, and he might break the smoke just randomly. Yeah, he's popped it on Dendi. He backs off. And
they think the hero popped it from behind, though, I think, because it was just Dendi, and they're like, oh, Dendi's behind us. That means the hero's in our jungle, maybe, but no.
Swing in the midst for Na'Vi.
They've got a gank with the Centaur. That to me is almost no-brainer. Like, this hero just picked up his blink. He's your initiator. Frostbite, Ensnare, yeah, no, you need the blink hook stop. That to me is your just bread and butter way back into this game is to just look for the storm. The gyro especially is very killable with a Centaur plus Queen of Pain combo. That's what Na'Vi have to look to do with their smokes. That smoke gank right there, not really the right idea.
They're making the move on bottom lane now. Dendi sitting in the lane. IG swarming in. Burning's in the neighborhood. I don't know if they know exactly where he is. Faith is trying to lock him down. Clicks into the trees. Called out to there. Can they glimpse? Can they glimpse? Oh, not quite in range. Fairly close call there. Now the gem is picked up. So Saniko trying to reclaim some map control here. They know that IG have wards everywhere. And hey, there are 2 invis heroes to boot, so there's some potential for this gem to do some work. And what do you know? They found the song. Should be a freebie. There's some commitment. 5. Well, actually make it 4 heroes. Just jump right on him.
IG learned that in the best way possible, losing the bounty, not the Brood. So that's the kind of quote-unquote good news. But yeah, Na'Vi, I like the gem pickup. At this point, map control is going to become very important for both teams. For IG, Na'Vi will deny as much vision as possible. Ultra mid, not gonna.
Just not really that useful against Storm in general. as long as you have the ball lightning.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And even the silence is normally very easy to dodge. He is moving in onto the boat. Oh, another jump. He's pretty much out of mana. Both players are tanking enough to survive this one. And Zona Spiderlings come into play. And then they've got the damage they need. They'll take him down. Pavos falling. Did already use his Midas. Oh, actually didn't get to some. Midas efficiency. Twitch chat bot would be unhappy.
Navi lost. Didn't use Midas.
They're going to need that gold. They really will. IG are just so comfortably ahead now. Gold, experience, map control. They might have a gem here on Suniko's Naga, but see quite a bit of... Navi is doing the best thing they can to recover. Split pushy right now, trying to slow the game down. IG applying pressure on the bottom lane. Need to force the issue a bit more. And the flood right thrown out here. We'll zone out the creeps a bit. Ready to clean those up. He's up to 2200 gold. That's 430. Finishes off illusions.
He's got an orchid.
Whoa.
22 minutes.
What was it? A 15-minute bloodstone?
BKB back. Dendi has BKB, so could just force a BKB.
They ain't going on 430, but that is a super risky jump.
Don't have the damage with these two, I want to say. Yeah, no orchid on Dendi or anything.
It would be very risky anyway. If he just dodges that stun, you're running. Your Centaur's dead at that point.
So for IG, I mean, Burning has not picked up his BKB. It's on the courier, but this is still pretty slow farm for him. He has not had that much space. Like, normally you think, okay, Brood's creating space, but Na'Vi have avoided the Brood and just pressured the lanes where Burning's been. Like, he's been, like, kind of left top, and Na'Vi were like, well, bottom lane's a Brood. Instead of dealing with the Brood, Na'Vi have avoided the Brood, which is a situation where your carry actually doesn't farm much. So that's where Burning is kind of behind as far as his item progression goes.
Oh, they get out from Dendi. He blinks out just in time. Glimpse is available. Could force out that BKB. Seeing Funnick prepping up in the tree line. Well, wants to make something happen here, but there's no backup nearby.
Yep.
Good bringing in the backup. Puts them in spotted here. Now they're going to pull it Dendi. Cheese cracked up. Has the BKB. Even with the BKB, man, going down. Ripping with double auto attacks from both heroes that were waiting. End up killing him. Fitting. But he's tanky enough to withstand this initial aggression. As 430 waits for the cold to cool down. He's going to ball his way forward. Spiderling's coming in. Track. Barely escapes.
Yeah, nothing to cancel it.
Finding a big kill on Dendi there and forcing out the BKB.
Yeah, 2 BKBs. Havas also just picked up his 10-seconder. Dendi's down to 8 seconds now, 12 to the 9. And when you use double BKBs and you're the ones looking for a gank and IG just turn around with ease, you're in a lot. I mean, we've already established IG cruise control right now. They are just walking all over Na'Vi. More Bloodstone charges go 430's way. It's the comeback potential for Na'Vi is there with the lineup looking for ganks like they were doing at top lane, but IG are just one step ahead of them.
Closing in on in fact, 430 has just hit 1 Bloodstone charge every 2 minutes. Saw a game earlier this event where it was 1 every 1 minute. So let's see if he can do it. There's another Bloodstone charge. He finds the neutral bottom, hiding in the trees, Orchid out. Couldn't get a mirror image or a sawn off, and it'll go down. Continues to terrorize Na'Vi.
And that's the gem too. I think he just stole it. I don't know if he stole it earlier, but yeah, I think
he just got it as well. And I don't know if you saw that, but Crystal Maiden dead.
Should have picked Pudge.
Clearly, the Dota god that's frowning on their items. Or their
goes throughout these teams need casters coaching them on draft advice, and pick Pudge more is.
Pudge versus Brood, maybe not the best matchup for now.
The last big Brood is just always a threat when you're against some teams. IG one of the big ones who love to play Brood, and
IG, Secret, CNET.
I don't know if Na'Vi just told him he had enough answers with like CM as supports, but CM wanted to spend time in the jungle. Because that's the thing with Bloodseeker, really good lane if you can actually kind of get left to 1v1 of it, just not, you don't want to 1v1 against the Brood. So I think the Brood was a hero that Na'Vi did overlook.
It's a cost to hear. That mistake has been made before. They're not the first to suffer, and they're suffering now, that's for damn sure. Push out this top lane, Na'Vi trying to keep as much pressure elsewhere on the map as they can, but I'm just watching 430. He roams through the Na'Vi jungle. He hunts for blood. He thirsts for it. He's the real blood seeker in this game. Havost is merely the imposter.
Havost has been found as well. Chuan
430 might even jump from far. There's the long range ball in. He's going to kill him once instantly. Pops him from full HP. Before that happened, Quan had brought him down to half health. That when you're blood raged, you drop real quick to that burst damage.
Yep. Easy pickings. Just do as much damage as you can before you even BKB. So Avos is like, yeah, I got BKB and Ogre Club on top of that. Yeah, no. Once they find you like that, you don't get a chance to BKB. And Luo did actually complete the Solar Crest, so add some evasion on top of the minus armor from the medallion.
Honestly, I'm getting to that point where I'm thinking that they're going to need the Sneeko Radiance, but then I looked at his inventory and the dream is not alive, gods.
Any lane
it's going to be like a 40-minute relic if he gets one.
I don't think there's any way for him to farm it against the Storm Spirit too, because
he's always been able to gank you.
Yeah, he's going to go to lanes alone to try and farm it. Storm solo kills him with Orchid, so if Storm had maybe gone a different build, even without Orchid, he's got tons of solo kill potential on the Naga just by falling from far away, and you force a Song TP maybe, but he's not farming Radiant.
Stop those, find 430, but remember, he's got the Aegis available. Even if he ends up going down, they'll be committed to big. To pop if they don't want to, they grab Sparky back in. No Burning arrive, but the BKB, static Storm follow-up, they're going to engage on it. Sneeko can't get off the Storm, and Candy goes! A rampage through the Navi phase 3, back to the well. Avos hanging on for dear life.
Back to the fence in LB.
Let's see what you did there, buddy.
I had to slip in one.
Let me tell you, you're not the only one here thinking the same thing. It's not their game. It's just not their game. 3,200 gold swing that way, and now a 20k gold lead extended for IG. Looking for a lane of Rax and some vengeance here. It's been a frustrating couple days for both of these teams. They will song. Na'Vi looking for the big turnaround. Blood right up. Doesn't hit anyone. It's an airball combo, and 430 still Storm back in on the Storm Spirit. Finds the killer. Goes for more. He's still got the Aegis as the event. I mean, 20 Bloodstone charges.
Yeah, 13-0-3. Talk about his last performance against Complexity. This has just been completely taking control of the game. I think the key hero that allowed him to do so was the Brood. Chuan found a little bit of more scout information, but it wasn't like applying a ton of pressure. I think Chuan played well, but if he just... Navi spent so much time dealing with the bounty, Brood got out of control.
Tough one for Na'Vi fans, and with that, any hope of 5th place is officially gone here. I'm not sure if IG has one. I think they might lose the tiebreaker with the other teams that are in similar position already.
Even getting 6th place is probably good for them, though, just...
Because MVP beat them 2-0.